see no hands from the front, so further discussion. Yes, all the way in the back there with the red card.
Thank you. Janet McGowan, Precinct 8. The good news is that we pretty much all want affordable housing, and it's not a debate here about whether it's needed. The debate is really about whether Article 22 will accomplish the goal, and if it's a good article. I think the bad news is that Article 22 is not ready yet. A lot of time and hard work has been spent on it. There have been significant changes from the community input that took place this past year. The planning board dropped the payments in lieu of taxes, which the expert had recommended against. They were in this article. They were finally removed. The planning board reduced much bigger increases in building lot densities, building lot sizes from 30% increases to 50 to sometimes 100% increases in building lot coverage. It reduced that in response to community questions and urging. It dropped to 4-story buildings that could have resulted in some residential districts. There could have been 4-story duplexes in PERD clusters and open space conservation districts in, I believe, RG and RN neighborhoods. If you think about the Sun Pines on Pine Street, those are 2-story buildings. Those duplexes could have been 4-story. They dropped that requirement in residential things. I believe that all these changes were endorsed by the planning board and select board. The non-change parts were endorsed by the planning board and select board. Some community members continued to ask about increased density in RG, which is residential general, which is mostly around the town center. Kept on asking what was the effect of dropping footnote M. One answer was given by the planning department, and that answer continues to be given. And eventually, it was corrected by Attorney Bard a few weeks ago. The result would have doubled the density in RG. That's why you see that amendment. It was very recently pulled out. I believe the planning board and select board all endorsed this doubling of density in RG, probably without even realizing what it meant or would result in. I spent a long weekend thinking about what else is in Article 22, and I couldn't answer it. It's a very complex article. It's not fully vetted and understood. The questions and critique by community members has improved this article, but it's not ready yet. Still left to do is to remove the exemption for fraternity and dorm housing in the RF district. I think we should impose a 10% affordability requirement on that. Some people on the planning board were pushing for the 10% affordability requirement for extensive renovations, and that was dropped because there wasn't enough time to work on it. I also think we need to make sure the 10% requirement applies to all the units, the count at the end of the project. Right now, you put the 10% requirement on, you add the offset units, and the affordability actually drops to 8.4%.
Finish up, please.
There's still more work to do. Many people support this effort. Let's just spend a little more time on it and get it right and know we have the right article.
Yes, over here, Mr. Tucker.
I'd just like to respond quickly to a number of the last speakers' representations, which are inaccurate.